Yeah,
Hit the music.
We're ready to party.
Oh yes. Well, it's a Tuesday night at almost 6 o'clock, so we know it, and we know what that means.
I mean, if John's in the house.
It means that yes.
How you doing, old man?
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Grappling with the Gilmans. I'm Josh.
I'm Max.
Who are you this week? That's you.
John Travolta.
You're John Travolta.
Who's John Travolta?
He's an actor.
Yeah.
And we are
I
back
like him.
in the new SVW podcast studio to talk about the week in pro wrestling, and what a packed week it has been. We no shortage of things to talk about this week, everybody. I think you might have mentioned this before. Before we get into it, anything you want to say? I think you said something you wanted to mention, Sam.
Joe Hendry dropped the TNA World Championship to Trick Williams.
He did. I know.
I have a question. Is Trick now going to be on WWE like regular, like TNA like weekly? Because he still has contract with WWE.
I would think that if he is the TNA champion, his regular TV appearances would be on TNA television, as for as long as he holds that title.
I also bet that Joe Hendry will be going to WWE. Probably
He
soon.
essentially already is in WWE.
No, I'm saying
I mean,
he's gonna like.
I would
say,
think
like,
he'll-
Oh my God.
He'll continue to appear on NXT, I guess,
Yeah.
for now.
He's gonna win the NXT title.
I don't think they're dropping off Obafemi.
Yeah, I don't know that that's happening.
But
I think
why would you have him lose the title? He was so big.
I think they like Oba. As you say, Oba is a big, scary dude.
Well, Oba's good. He does his dance on the ring.
Yes.
He does the dance to the ring.
It'll be interesting to see what happens with Hendry now, and whether he's going to start to appear on WWE television more often.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Nah, I'm good.
All right, let's get right into it.
Yay!
First things first. Pardon me.
I need a knife.
We have the third installment of the Sam Gilman
Whoa.
Pro Wrestling Crate unboxing.
Oh, yeah.
Please be careful with that.
I'm just back up because I don't even trust him with a fork.
No, cut away from yourself, son.
Sam, you're the chef.
And
Word dog.
yeah, you got it.
Sam, stop cutting towards your finger.
There you go.
This is the death trap waiting to happen.
Okay.
Now put their knife away.
You were using the
There you
wrong
go.
side of the knife. That's why it's
Oh, well, that
that's
might have
why.
explained the difficulty.
Oh, word?
Okay,
Yeah,
he's got
it's
it. It doesn't matter. He's got it. Take the microphone.
This is Tag Teams Edition.
Okay. Oh,
Can I see the card? I want the card.
No. Okay, wait.
I want the card.
Can I tell you who's going to be in next week?
we're already going to the preview of coming attractions.
right.
Yes. We're going to get a special Cactus Jack versus Terry Funk death match.
Oh my God, I love this.
30th anniversary T-shirt.
Oh yes.
A item from Paul Walter Hauser,
Whoa, nice.
Okay.
Indy Hartwell, the Young Bucks, and Kazuchika Okada, and more.
Nice.
Wait, I
All
want the
right.
card. I want the card. I want
Here,
the card.
give your brother the card.
Okay,
All
don't
right,
tell
here we
me.
go.
Here's the first T-shirt.
I can already tell who it is.
Ooh, I like this.
Wow.
I can't unfold. I can't fold this.
Whoa.
Ooh, I do like that.
Oh wow.
Sick.
I do like that. Oh man.
Look at that.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
Can't
So
wear that
this
to school,
is
but that's okay.
Sabu and RVD.
Nice.
Nice. Next
Okay.
one, I
Rest in
already
peace.
saw
This
it.
is okay.
Another
I
T-shirt I
already
see.
saw it, so I know what it is.
The Joker. Oh, that's
The Joker.
sick.
Ooh, I like this. Hardy's
Oh, that's a good one.
since 1992
Oh, that's
forever.
good.
Ooh, I
That's a
like
good
that.
one.
This is good. This
Can I
is
tell you
good.
something?
No,
Wait, I don't. It's not an item. It's that there's. Okay.
we got a pin. Los Guerreros with the muscle car.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh wait,
Oh, yeah,
this is a
I
game
know.
changer.
What?
This is a game changer for me.
I saw it. I know.
Shoot, why can't I open this? Why can't I open this?
You got it? Oh, there it goes. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It says Truth and Turbo.
You gotta put it
Wow.
on. Wow.
You didn't see though.
Yeah, this is. I can see. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. I thought those were yeet glasses for a second. I was like, I don't think they're allowed
Violent
to do
J.
that.
Violent J.
Fire.
Is he doing gang sign? I'm wondering.
No, he's doing the ICP thing. or
Okay.
something.
Is that also Shaggy 2 Dope?
And
Wait, the other figure, is that Shaggy 2 Dope? I
Yeah.
believe it
and
is.
Shaggy 2 Dope.
Okay.
It's
I don't
awesome.
think I can show this on camera. It's very inappropriate.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, very.
Is this what I think it is?
What are those? That looks
Those
like
like
that
air
looks like the natural
fresheners.
disasters.
Is this an air freshener? Wait, can I see what
Probably.
Typhoon smells like? Can I see what Typhoon?
I don't think they made it
Yeah,
accurate.
yeah,
And
I
probably
want to see what
not a lot of
Typhoon
people would
I
be
need to see what
copping up.
Typhoon smells like,
They're
Roman.
air fresheners?
Yeah.
I got Typhoon and Earthquake.
All right, that's
Wait,
an.
I want to see what earthquake smells like.
That seems like an odd
Made
item.
in China, of course.
I thought it probably all is.
Can you
Yeah.
open this for me?
Sam, you
Here,
open it
hold
from
the
the
mic.
bottom like this. Sam, you
Wait,
open it.
from the bottom?
You open it from the bottom like this.
Oh wait, you open it from the bottom? Okay.
Ooh. He smells good.
Oh, there you go.
That does smell like a typhoon.
Who is it? Earthquake smells good.
Very, very perfumey,
You wanna
but
get-
nice.
you wanna get
Okay.
a whiff?
Earthquake smells good.
You want to get a riff of a typhoon?
Okay.
You want to get a whiff of
Sure.
typhoon?
I did not know that was going to be part of this.
And
All
earthquake? You want to get a little earthquake too? We'll mix them up.
right,
Okay,
here. All right, now
Sam?
I like this.
this is it. Are we
I
up
like
to
that. Do you want to smell earthquake and typhoon?
Are we up to the big moment?
Yes.
It's a new song. We believe in the Godwins.
Oh man, are you okay right now?
He doesn't know where he is. or
All
what's
right,
going
this
on.
is the big moment. Here we go.
Here-
Okay, wait. I need to tell you something.
The
Can I tell you
autograph.
wait, I need to
Yes.
tell you something, okay? There's 2 items in there.
I'm counting 3.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
all right,
there's
let's see.
3 items. I would pull that one out first, yeah.
Who
Let me see.
Do I tell you?
Whoa.
Let me
Who?
see.
is this?
Dr. Tom Pritchard.
Dr. Tom Pritchard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who?
Yes, that's one. Okay.
Oh.
Dr. Tom Pritchard, yep.
Oh man, you want the?
All right.
It's not Bruce. It's not Bruce Pritchard.
It's
Doctor.
not Bruce
Okay.
Pritchard, old man. Just warning you.
Okay, now this one.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I like this.
From the
Johnny
Dark Order,
Hungy.
Johnny Hungy.
Johnny Hungy.
Jesus.
Okay.
What do you see? Jesus.
And
I'm guessing the next one is Alex.
and
Reynolds.
Alex Reynolds.
Yes.
Nice.
This is my favorite box so far.
This is pretty good.
Still hasn't. The autos. None of the autos have beat Snitsky yet, though.
Ricky
Right.
Starks did not beat Snitsky.
No,
No.
way. Plus, he signed it. It wasn't my fault.
It wasn't.
That's
Yeah, the
incredible.
signature really made
Wait,
that.
no,
one.
Yeah.
don't put
All
the
right,
air
this
freshener
was
in
pretty good.
You know, for a while we had figures at the shop. One was signed by the Mountie, and his signature was "I'm the Mountie."
Of course it was.
It's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, how else would he have signed it?
So
I'm not
good.
putting the air
Sam,
freshener.
you
in.
want
All right,
glasses?
let's put all that
I'm not
away.
wearing glasses. These are way too dope for me. These are way too dope. I said if you get
Too dope.
This is-
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Do you want Typhoon? Do you want?
I did not realize air fresheners were going to be
Ooh,
part of
so
this. That's a
good.
very interesting
Can I
item.
get the air freshener?
Okay. Here, take your microphone.
Once I'm pulling this back up. Okay.
Here, let's trade.
Oh, it smells crusty.
Let's trade. You take that. I'll take that.
Thank you,
take
Pro
this.
Wrestling Crates.
Yes,
You are
once
really
again,
great.
shout out to Pro Wrestling Crates.
Shout
Oh,
out.
Wait, what am I gonna do with this? Like, am I gonna put them in my
I
locker?
have no earthly idea.
That's a good idea. You could put them in your locker.
I mean,
For
Typhoon.
for another
The Typhoon. Okay, the Earthquake one smells really good.
for another week or so.
I don't like the Typhoon.
Right.
It's
You
too
know.
typhoony.
so
Too
typhoony.
typhoony.
Okay.
The Earthquake does smell good.
Yeah, I actually like the earthquake one better.
Yeah, but
That's-
I thought it was gonna smell
I would
like
agree.
or like a forest or something because it's earthquake themed. Can take it.
Smells like
Okay.
dirt and rocks.
Or like
That-
electricity because the Shockmaster.
Thank
That'd
you
be
for
good.
sharing that with us.
Yes.
Now,
What is it? Wait, can I ask you something?
Of course.
What is it called? And,
what is that called?
I can't speak. Electricity smell like.
You know, you asked a good question. I was not aware that electricity had a scent.
I wasn't either.
Wait, can I see the
I-
pin
I
again?
think it's the
No,
smell
we
of
put that
burnt.
away.
I want to see if I got the chase or not.
The what?
The chase. There's a chase to the pin.
What do you mean? I don't even know what that means. What does that?
It's
what do
like there's an alternate version that's more rare.
oh,
Yeah,
all
like
right,
that's
well,
what I got with the Repo Man.
Right.
All right, we'll check that later. Okay, now let's get to some wrestling because there wasn't just one.
Wait.
Big
Are these
show
good?
this
Are these
week.
good? Wait, can I see myself in this?
There was two. So let's start because we watched Saturday night's main event.
Oh, brother.
Hell yeah.
Now, my first comment is, and I've talked about this so many times on this show that
to my high school graduation,
the issue
to my middle school graduation.
nice, that the issue with WWE and their pay-per-views is that there is so much downtime and the shows just kind of drag. Well, Saturday night, there was the opposite problem because once they got through with all the introductions and everything at the beginning, they basically tried to pack 5 matches into an hour and 50 minutes, and the show felt rushed. So that was kind of an issue. But, They tried. They tried to pack as much into that hour and 50 minutes as they could. So the opener was a tag match with Seth Rollins and Steiner against CM Punk and Sami Zayn. I mean, the match was fine. I think we all agreed the match. I thought it was the best match of the entire show. Were we in agreement on that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, those four are all really good. They're not going to go and have a bad match. You know, at the end, Bronson Reed came out. He squashed Punk through the barricade.
I like Bronson Reed. I like his tweets. I like his yeah, you know what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about, Roman.
Yes, I am unaware of Bronson Reed's social media presence, but I'm told I'm told it's very amusing by this one.
It is. Can we read some of it? Or is
No,
that
not right now.
No.
Is that okay?
No. In the middle of our show? No.
No, like a little demonstration for you.
No.
Talk about gooning. You know, so like
Talking to the microphone.
Well, is that okay for me to say?
No.
Do I get edited out for
You
that?
can't say that.
No, you're not going to get...
It
Just
may
keep
be,
it moving.
It may be for the best that I don't even know what that means.
Oh, trust
So
me,
we're
it
going to
is.
move on.
You don't know what it is.
Bronson Reed came out. He squashed Punk through the barricade. Zayn got distracted. Steiner speared him and pinned him. Then Reed got to the top rope, gave the tsunami after the match to Zayn. So he is now joined up with Paulie, Rollins, and Steiner.
I feel like there needs to be
this was fine.
a tag
and
team.
a perfectly entertaining wrestling
I
match.
feel like there needs to be like a tag team or like a woman.
No, there needs to be a tag team.
Because you got the manager, you got the leader, you got the big voice.
Yeah.
You just need like a woman or like a tag team to be like, yo, this is the new faction. Right
Yeah, well, I
here.
mean, look, I think
And
they
they
got
need
a
gold
pretty,
around their waist.
I think they got a pretty strong faction as it is.
Wait, or is Braun and Bronson gonna be the new?
There should be a tag team called the Big Mini Meats.
Oh, you like the idea? No, Steiner's got to be a single.
But what
Yeah.
about the tag team of the Big Meaty Meats?
I mean, look,
It's such a good idea.
They could be a tag team, but like to me, to me, Steiner's future is as a single star. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be times, but they'll do 6-man. But I think Steiner's future is as a major single star. I think.
You think they could do 8-man with Paulie?
No,
Paulie needs to get in the ring.
no.
Yeah, Paulie needs
Paulie
to get in
is
there.
not wrestling.
I mean, he already did 50% of it, which is low blowing people.
Paulie is not wrestling.
He just got to get that other 50%.
Then for the United States Women's Championship, Zelina Vega and Chelsea Green. This was not very good. Zelina totally botched the 619 that the crowd noticed. That was a problem. At some point, poor Chelsea Green got a broken nose. I couldn't tell when that
Yeah, it was
happened,
crazy.
but you could see at the end that her nose was bleeding. Zelina pinned her with a really slow top rope code red. This was not very good.
Listen,
And I like Chelsea Green, but
What are they doing with her? What are they doing with Chelsea Green? 'Cause
apparently not much because she just got pinned clean in the middle and got a broken nose for her trouble.
she should have stayed the U.S. champion.
Now,
Oh brother.
I suppose the less I say about this, the better.
Oh god.
You had John Cena against Ron Killings.
Torchana. Oh my
The only good thing about this was that they kept it short.
No, I like the intro for Ron Killings.
Wasn't it the same intro as Cena?
Yeah, and he had like Ron Cena.
Yeah, he had his own Ron Cena T-shirt.
There's merch of that because I would buy that. I would buy Ron
Wait,
Cena
are we
merch.
going to talk about Will Hobbs' shirt?
No.
We're not going to
Later.
talk about that?
Why? It's on. People saw. We're not even there yet.
It's on
And plus,
shop.aew.com.
he's worn that before.
It was a very crucial part of the match.
What? Oh, we're gonna get to that. It was almost like Cena was wrestling himself because Killings was doing all Cena's moves, all 5 of them.
I think there's 6.
Whatever it was. It was this.
STF,
No, well, Ron actually knew how to put the STF in.
That's true. He did it better than Cena does.
Wait, I'm counting 2 moves so far.
Well, you had the shoulder block,
Shoulder block is 3.
the 5-knuckle shuffle,
Oh, yeah, that's 4.
the worst FTF ever performed, and
Well-
the attitude adjustment.
That's only 4.
I thought it was 5.
Shoulder block, 5-knuckle shuffle, STF, and AA.
Oh, there's 4. I got to be missing one.
Roman, do you know?
I got to be. I'm this. Well, at any rate, at the end, Cena got the belt. He was going to use the belt on Killings. He handed it to the ref instead. Killings, like an idiot, thought this meant that the old John Cena was back. So as the ref was getting the belt out of the ring, Cena kicked him low, AA'd him for the pin.
AA.
Not good.
It was horrible.
Later,
Negative 10
there was a
stars.
backstage confrontation between Cena and Jey Uso,
What the hell was
John
that?
Cena seemed
Where-
like he was a.
A
where
robot.
Cena continues to talk about how that he's going to hold the belt, and if a YouTuber beat Jay, then he was going to continue to ruin wrestling.
No, he was like,
They say,
"Hello, Jay."
Hey Jay,
yeah, that
if
was.
you
I saw-
lost your belt to a YouTuber,
Yeah,
wouldn't that
something like
ruin
that.
wrestling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will be watching you.
They
Yes.
said,
Oh,
Very
Always.
close.
they
Yeah,
said it's.
Cena sounded very robotic, which I guess was what he was going
He
for.
sounded like he was explaining the rules of his home. Shout out to Total Divas. You know what I'm saying?
Classic.
Shout out to
I
Total
know
Divas.
totally.
They said flying shoulder block, hip toss, spinning power bomb, AA, or STF.
Okay.
A spinning power bomb.
Yeah, he would do that.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Then you had in a cage, Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre.
Oh my god.
It was your basic big mean guy match.
What the hell is this ending?
Two concertos.
He can't just leave.
Yeah, that's the
Well,
rules.
it was fine.
What
It was
about the
nothing.
rules
It was.
later?
I didn't think it was anything special. I don't know about you guys. Did you think it was better than okay?
Besides the end.
Oh, we're gonna get to that. Drew, before they locked the cage, brought 2 chairs into the ring. That proved to be his undoing. Priest at the end jammed the chair into Drew's throat, gave him the South of Heaven, then gave him a concerto, and walked out of the cage. Now, this is when this gets strange. Jesse Ventura was there, and they had him doing commentary.
Great
During the
choice
cage match.
by Paul Levesque.
When Priest walks out of the cage, Jesse proceeds to lose his mind, starting to say this was like a BS finish and called Priest a coward, and why didn't he go over the top of the cage? And I'm thinking to myself, they've been doing that finish in cage matches for 50 years. I went back and actually looked at this to make sure my memory wasn't faulty. One of the biggest matches ever in the history of that company. It was in 1980. Bruno Sammartino and Larry Zbyszko in a steel cage at Shea Stadium. You know what the finish of that match was?
What?
Bruno beat up Zbyszko. They opened the door and he walked out of the cage.
That's a horrible ending.
But they've
the
been
rules,
doing
though.
that
I know
finish
that,
for
but it's
years,
so
for
bad.
decades.
I mean-
What was he talking about? I
I
can't
don't
believe I'm about to
know.
say this in 2025. Jesse Ventura's the Geek of the Week. This was
Wow.
bizarre.
I don't know.
Am I right?
I don't know.
I
I think
mean,
you're
this was
correct.
crazy.
It's bad that he did just
listen,
leave.
listen.
but
Jesse was great on commentary.
I love Jesse, but this was totally bizarre.
Yeah.
Listen. I don't know what you guys talk about. Jesse was great this whole time. I don't think his mind is slipping at all.
Oh well.
I don't think anything's happening.
Okay.
I mean,
But I
knew
don't
that.
think
Yeah.
they're gonna invite him back. Probably.
This I don't know, but this was really strange.
When is the next Saturday night's main event? I think
July. It's
Tampa, isn't it? in Tampa?
isn't it the same day as
This
All
one
In?
was Tampa.
Yeah.
I believe it's the same day as All In.
So All In's winning.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing the.
Yeah, because after watching that show, which is probably going to be 4 or 5 hours long, like all their pay-per-views, I'm sure a lot of people are going to watch, and that show's going to be fantastic. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be watching, I want more wrestling. Good idea, Paul.
Also, Evolution's back.
I will say this: they did make one announcement that I am interested in. Are they going to do that same weekend?
Yes, the next day.
They're going to do a When Worlds Collide show with AAA.
Yeah.
And they announced Chad Gable, not Grande, Chad Gable
I didn't like that.
against Vikingo. That match should be great. I actually
Yeah.
would go. I mean, it's going to be streamed on YouTube. I would watch that. That should be really good. So, at any rate, then we go to the main event.
Well, no, they also did the Evolution, which is probably going to be good.
Sales Evolution.
All right.
It's
Well,
the
they're
all-women
they're
It's all
Pay-per-view.
women too.
yeah, they're gonna all of a sudden now they're back into counter programming AEW, which I guess means that they realize their business is starting to pick up.
Who AEW?
And
yeah.
WWE's is kind of
So
lost a little bit.
Like-
Not saying it's going back to Roman Reigns babyface era.
No. Suffering. Fuck a tag.
Yeah.
Fuck a taff, Cody.
then, all right. So your main event of main event
Oh my.
was Jey Uso and Logan Paul for the whatever belt that is that he has.
World Heavyweight Championship.
by the time the match started, there were only about 11 minutes left in the show.
So this was gonna be quick.
With the commercials, we only got to see about an 8-minute wrestling match.
Yeah.
So at the end, Uso hit the frog splash. Cena ran down, pulls the ref out at 2. Attacks Jay. Outruns the geek loser Cody Rhodes to make the save.
Why is he a geek loser?
You saw WrestleMania.
Wait, do you
He-
think
Yeah.
like
He took.
wait, I have a question. Do you think that was his decision?
They made him
Do you
look
think
like
it
a
was
like-
geek loser.
He was like,
Listen.
you know, yeah.
This is we're talking.
Succotash, Paul.
We're
I
talking
wanna
about
drop
outside
the
of
belt.
kayfabe. Though.
Right,
Drop
we're
the
talking
belt,
about in their
I want to
canon.
drop the belt and look Baylor thing.
Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what he said.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's not what he said. You think he just wanted to give over the belt to John Cena and lose to Travis Scott? Who
I think
injured
that
him.
you should talk into the mic.
To
Thank you,
injure
Roman.
him.
You're welcome.
You think he wanted to drop the belt? They did it so that John Cena could get a 17th world champion. It
Yeah,
was
of
going to be
course.
like,
Right.
oh my God, he's the best
Mind you,
wrestler.
it went exactly how I predicted months ago
I
on
don't-
this
That's
very
true.
on
You-
this very show.
You did.
I don't listen to
You
the SCW
did.
podcast.
Oh, I'm talking about this show.
Yeah,
Oh,
ours.
word. Oh, word.
Yeah, he did.
So that's
He
okay.
did.
Congratulations. You
All
did
right, so
something.
Cody ran down to make the save. He took Cena out with the crossroads. Logan tried to use the brass knuckles. Jay speared him, gave him another splash. I don't know why this wasn't a DQ for Cena pulling the ref out of the ring. But he got back in the ring and counted 3. And literally just as the show is going off the air, Cody challenged them to a tag match at Money in the Bank. And as soon as he said Money in the Bank, the show went off the air.
Yeah.
So he just got that out in time. I don't know why anybody would be clamoring to see that match, but
Me, I am.
Why?
really, you mean Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes against John Cena and
Well, if
Logan
they
Paul?
win, they're going to get drunk
Well,
again
I
and
like
go on podcast
Cody
press conference
and-
thing.
Well, that might happen anyway.
Oh yeah, I love when they get drunk at the press conferences, and I love eating because I'm a eating eater who eats.
Yeah, that's true. If
and
you
I
like eating,
Cody.
I'm
Then,
an
whoa,
eating eater who
yeah,
eats.
And
you did get
then I
some
could do
eating.
the whoa, and then
That's true. You're gonna get whoa, and you're gonna get eating.
I watched Logan Paul's vlog about the Mr. Beast video. It was real good. I watched it many times. So
Okay.
you have Logan Paul,
Well,
and then there's the old Wash Up Bum.
we have Peacock, so if you really wanted to see it, we can make that happen.
I do. I want to watch
True.
Money in the Bank.
Okay. So overall, I mean, this was not a particularly great show.
It's
It-
amazing.
I
That-
reckon 10 out of 10. Try
really,
again.
which part?
10
All
out of
of
10.
it.
Try
All
again.
of it.
I reckon 10 out of 10. Try again.
I mean, Logan Paul in the main event. I mean,
No,
so good.
again,
He's going to be a future world champion someday.
the tag
Like,
match.
just-
Like, other than
Yes,
the
that's exactly what I
other
was
than
gonna
the
say.
tag match at the beginning, which I thought was good. Nothing else really stood out in any kind of positive way.
That's my main event.
Now,
Eating eater who eats.
speaking of standing out in a positive way,
Yay.
oh brother,
Oh my god.
we watched pretty much all, with a couple exceptions,
Because we don't give a damn about those.
because we
exceptions.
just of Double or Nothing. Oh my God, this show.
It was very
Oh my
Oh.
god.
It was.
Let's just again. I look. We say it every time. We'll say it again. The show was too long. I don't know why he does this. Clearly, there was
Do not disrespect Tony Khan's leadership for the show.
Well.
Everything in the show.
clearly at least one of those matches absolutely did not need to be there.
It
Maybe
was shorter
two.
than the last one, I guess. Like I felt shorter at least, but
Man, I
still.
mean that's
But everything in that show, especially that main event, Tony Khan did great.
all right. We're gonna get to that.
I forget every bad thing I've ever said about Tony Khan.
Oh, you have turned the corner on Tony Khan.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is a
I mean-
pioneer in professional wrestling.
All right. Can we
Well-
get to it?
Let's not glaze. This is
I
not
think
glaze.
he's doing a lot less than you
The
think
glaze
he's
is
doing.
crazy.
I think he's like really like putting the talent together.
I don't know. I mean, he's sitting there at the production table during those
I
shows.
guess.
With Ryan. And,
Him. I mean, look, we saw it. It was him, Mr. JL,
Yeah.
and Sanjay.
No, wait, Sanjay, who?
But don't you remember when the segment before Friedman
they said
they
yes.
got the 3 thumbs up? He was hiding behind the production table on Dynamite where we saw TK, Jerry Lynn, and Sanjay Dutt. You don't remember that? Yeah, he was hiding, and Benjamin Shelton had to grab him and drag him to the ring
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
because it dawned on Max that the people whose song goes "We hurt people, we hurt people" might hurt him.
people.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Wait, if you were to cut a match, what would it be?
Oh, the 6-man.
6-man.
Makes sense.
Oh yeah,
The ending was interesting though.
we're gonna get to it. All right, let's go in order. Opener was the Owen Hart Tournament Women's Final. with Mercedes against Jamie Hayter.
It was A.
His match was excellent.
It was good. Yeah.
Really, really good.
I like-
I think it gets lost sometimes with her whole sort of presentation. How good Mercedes is. Like, she's really good. And, you know, when it's time for the big matches, she is right there.
She's like Okada.
She's yeah.
She is 10%, 99%
There-
of the times, and
It
1%
is
to 100.
it is similar, and we're going to get to him too. It is similar in that when the lights are on and it's time to deliver in a big match, she's right there. She's really good.
I also like.
And
Jamie
this match
Hayter.
was excellent. And Hayter's really good too.
She plays like a very good at the strong.
Yeah,
Lady's
this
gonna
was
give
great.
you a mean lariat that could knock out Roman.
At the end, Mercedes blocked the Haterade, trapped both of Hayter's arms. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before. She dropped Hayter down into it was supposed to be like a small package, except it looked like a DDT because she like dropped Hayter head first onto the mat and rolled her
A
over.
DDT small package could be a good
it was
idea
a DDT
for a move.
into a small package, and she got the pin. So at Double or Nothing, it appears we're gonna get the match with Tony and Mercedes.
So Tony's winning, obviously.
Look, I think if anybody in that company is going to give Mercedes her first loss, I think the logical choice is Tony.
And Tony Storm's not losing.
And I don't, I look, look, who knows what they're going to do? They seem to be full of surprises lately. I mean, I don't know that it's impossible that
I don't think
Mercedes.
that- I don't think-
I
what
don't
do you
know
mean
that it's
surprises?
impossible that Mercedes wins the title.
What do you mean surprises?
But I would think if
I
she
told you from the
can't.
beginning.
She can't stay undefeated forever. So if somebody's gonna beat her, I think Tony is as good a choice as anybody.
Like
But
Jane, she lost and then she left.
we got
Mercedes
we've got
won.
plenty of time for that build up. But that match appears to be happening. Then you got FTR against Daniel Garcia and Nigel McGuinness. This I thought was fine.
It would what you think of Nigel McGuinness at that time.
Yeah, Nigel looked
Like
good.
FTR and a Daniel Garcia.
I think it probably went. It could have been a little shorter, but
I
it,
don't like
it
the
was
ending that
it
much.
was it was fine. I mean, FTR hit the Shatter Machine on Nigel outside the ring. That left Garcia 1-on-2. They gave him the spike pile driver. Danny got his foot on the ropes for a 2 count. Then Dax put him in the sharpshooter. Cash kept Nigel outside of the ring, and Garcia went out. Again, it was okay, and Nigel looked good. There was nothing wrong with it, except I feel like it went a little bit too long. Just to give everybody an idea of, if you didn't see it, of how long this show was, just those first 2 matches took an hour. So
I
again,
didn't like the ending though. Of that
this-
match. I thought it was too made Nigel McGuinness look awful and old. Because he was right on the edge, and he was submitting, and he was crawling and aching, and he wasn't doing anything.
Well,
While his
no, he
partner was,
wasn't. No, no.
getting put in the sharpshooter.
Well, he just got Shatter Machined outside the ring, so he's trying to get
Yes,
back
he
in the
was
ring.
back
And
in the ring for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have take 5 minutes to get to do a
who's fat?
no, it's a,
Where
to
are you
do
going with
a
that, Sam?
to do a code breaker. It's a code breaker. That's what the Shatter Machine is.
Well,
No, it's like a no.
Like it's a man. He hoists you up. Dax hoists up, and then Cash does a code breaker.
all right,
And
well,
then
here's
you're higher off the ground, so it'll
Yeah.
hurt more.
And it's just higher off the ground, which should hurt the person on the bottom more, right?
well, here's the question now.
Don't take that out of context.
Here's the question. You got to figure that sometime between now and All In, Copeland's going to come back for his revenge.
Yeah, I think.
Who's his partner?
Daniel Garcia.
Is it Garcia?
Nigel.
Is it Nigel?
Christian.
Is it somebody? I don't think it's going to be Christian.
The 2 old bums.
I mean, I thought that
Whoa,
couldn't.
whoa, 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 whoa! We're not calling Edge and Christian.
No, no,
bums.
no,
No, I'm talking about him and Nigel.
Nigel is not a bum.
Nigel is not a bum.
Okay, fine. It'll be him.
Adam
It'll
Copeland's
be
not a bum
Jericho.
either.
Adam Copeland is clearly not a bum. In
Where
fact,
did
he's
Jericho
saying-
come from?
No, it would be Jericho. It would be Nigel. It would be Copeland. It would be the trio of the geezers.
I'm into it.
Misers, I think you mean.
The geezer trio.
I'm into it. You know what? I like it.
All right.
Well,
Well,
you go walk out with like a
again,
a
we
He
can-
would
got-
walk out with one of those tennis ball things.
we've got 7. I think we've got 7 weeks before. What
Or
was
like-
that?
How do you walk?
The tennis ball thing's like a walker.
Team
walk-
geezer. They would walk out with a walk like this.
Really? So Adam Copeland is infirmed in your
It's pretty
mind?
good.
Yes.
Chris Jericho basically is
He's
at this
crippled
point.
just
Oh,
like
okay.
Adam Cole.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Well,
Okay.
now you see my point of view of Adam Cole being a cripple.
Adam Cole is not a cripple.
He's like 50% crippled.
Next.
he's like,
All right.
I would say he's
Next.
like a good 75% cripple.
75% crippled.
Yeah.
You had Mark Briscoe
Mm.
versus Ricochet in what they call the stretcher match. It was really an ambulance match, but, whatever.
What's the difference?
Well, a stretcher match, you're just supposed to be carried to the back on a stretcher. In the ambulance match, you got to get into the ambulance and shut the door.
Oh, word.
This was a fun brawl.
Word.
Agreed?
You're.
Briscoe was bleeding all over the place. At one point, here's another thing I've never seen. Briscoe got like a spray bottle
Yeah, with some chemicals.
and some sort of chemical solution and a towel and proceeded to clean Ricochet's bald head.
He did look nicer after that.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
He
He
did
looks
look shinier.
clean.
He did look shinier.
Mr.
All right.
Clean.
Briscoe hit the froggy bowl off the post through a table. Ricochet then, this was outside. Ricochet crawled under the ring, grabbed the scissors, jabs Briscoe. Briscoe
See?
gets the scissors himself,
dead?
goes after Ricochet. Ricochet, however, had a second set of scissors hidden, jabs Briscoe again, kicks him low, gives him the spirit gun, throws him in the ambulance, done. This was really good.
It's
Totally
pretty
fun, entertaining brawl. I mean, I'm sorry, Briscoe seems to lose a lot, which is great. As great as he is, I wish did not happen as much as it did.
Yeah.
But again, his evening was not over.
good. If you don't
Then,
I don't know what you mean, Max. I don't
The-
want to know.
in another match, I don't want to say this shouldn't have been on the show because I know they feel like they need to have the Hurt Syndicate on the pay-per-views, especially now that they're affiliated with your hero.
The great God's gift to wrestling and the greatest professional
But you had
wrestler of
them
all
against
time.
the Sons of Texas for the tag titles. We've actually fast-forwarded through most of this. We did see the end.
We saw MJF. That's all I care.
This
to see.
again was not great. And this was also strange. Now, we didn't even talk about how weird this was. So at one point, MJF told Benjamin Shelton to use his the diamond ring, saying, and I quote, "This is taking too long." Irony. Lashley then yells at MJF to get out of there, and Max says he's just trying to help. Then later, Friedman gouges Dustin's eyes behind the ref's back, goes to use the ring again, and Lashley stops him.
No, but then he was like, yeah.
Then Lashley has a total change of heart. They smile and fist bump. I don't know why.
'Cause Bobby
And then
wanted
Lashley
to-
spears Dustin through
Because
the
Bobby
barricade.
wanted to do it, Dad.
It was weird. Guevara tries to dive. Shelton cuts him off, super kicks him, and pins him. Everybody's happy afterwards. But, Bob went from being mad at Max to being very happy, very quickly. And I don't get that, number one. And number two, can we find real challengers for them? They've got...
There is none.
They've already gotten the title shot.
So.
FTR.
FTR is the I mean, I heard somebody bring up. I mean, it's weird because they're definitely. I mean, it's hard to tell if they're faces or heels, but I mean, Fletcher and Takeshita would be a viable team to challenge them.
Nobody cares about Fletcher and Takeshita.
Yeah.
We need the Outrunners.
It's not happening, brother.
It should
It's
happen,
not,
though.
Right, but it's not.
It should.
They got a title shot on pay-per-view and they lost.
So.
Here's the thing. No disrespect to the Outrunners, who I like. They're on
Wanna fight?
Sit down.
Let's go. Come on.
On their 3 pay-per-view title matches, their challenges have been the Outrunners, Big Bill and Brian Keith, and now Rhodes and Guevara.
You want to fight?
We've got.
How dare you disrespect my
I
Outrunners?
do not disrespect the Outrunners,
How dare you?
but they already got a title shot and they got beat.
How dare you?
Okay, sit down.
You want to fight? Let's go.
I don't.
Come on. Take this outside.
No,
Let's go, come on.
take this outside. You want Roman to pause the show?
Let's fight. Come on.
Sit down, please. Next,
Calm down over there.
for the Continental title,
PNT, see me.
Okada against Speedball Mike Bailey.
Choking with my leg.
It started a little slow, but by the end, we got New Japan Okada. This match was awesome.
I will.
This was a
Okada,
5-star match, right?
I don't know if it was that good, but it was really, really
Oh
good.
my God, it was
the,
so good.
the thing about Okada is, because this is what he would do when he held the IWGP title for all that time. When you're in the main event of those New Japan shows with title defending that title, your matches are going to be long. So he's so unbelievably great at working long matches that, these shorter matches that you get on TV, you're just, besides the fact that it's kind of working half speed, you're not going to see New Japan Okada, but
He
you got
is working half speed all the time.
By the end of this, you got him tonight. This was excellent. Here's the other thing. Speedball Mike Bailey is unbelievable.
He's good at kicking.
I looked this up. He is 5'8". Okada is 6'3". And he is repeatedly kicking Okada in the head.
I can do that.
How?
No, because I didn't
He's-
realize
How tall are you?
how smart
How tall are you?
people like Bailey
I'm
was, because he
shorter than 5'8".
he did like
5'6"?
Yeah.
Oh
he did
God.
like a roundhouse kick kind of thing,
In the microphone.
and then he followed up with a forearm, because normally if he didn't do the forearm, Okada would have grabbed him and did the Rainmaker.
Yeah.
But he did the forearm, which blocked the Rainmaker and gave the momentum.
Yeah. This was all. Yeah. This
It was so smart.
This match was great. Speedball's tremendous. Again, I for him to be throwing those kicks at a man that's so much taller than him,
I bet I could do that.
it's like now you sound like him.
I bet I could.
Talking about how he can do flips like Commander.
I never said I could flip this, but I can kick things.
Yes, you can. Well, you play soccer. You can definitely kick things.
I can kick people.
I kick people. I kick. That's gonna be your new theme song. I kick people. I
Yeah.
kick people.
I kick people.
At the end, Speedball went up for a shooting star. Okada drop kicked him out of midair.
Oh.
Gave him the Rainmaker and pinned him. Again, this was great. Absolutely great. Then, for the women's title.
Wait one second. I'm reading this. Due to the increase in tariffs on imported goods, along with the rising cost in general, we can no longer sustain 2 micro brawlers in our boxes.
Oh, no.
Without having to increase the cost of each box, instead of passing this cost on to you, we cannot keep the second micro brawler in crates moving forward. The box will still contain 1 micro brawler to align with our other subscription boxes, all elite crate. We will also still be including a chase micro brawler chase in each box. So moving forward with our next box, there will only be 1 micro brawler in each box. Unfortunately, these cannot be produced elsewhere at this time. If cost comes down, we can hopefully bring back the second micro brawler.
Tariffs have hit pro wrestling crates, everybody.
These last 8 years have been
This is
difficult.
great radio, too.
The last
That-
8 years
and-
have been difficult to keep with rising costs, and we hope you will stick with us and continue.
He read
with
the whole
your
disclaimer.
subscription.
Not the micro brawlers, no.
Thanks to the tariffs have
Thanks,
even.
government.
Thanks, tariffs.
Thanks, government.
Anyway, we got Tony against Mina.
I gotta.
Oh,
I only
this
get
was
2. I only
interesting.
get 1 doll now.
This was I thought this was fine. I mean, I
You
wasn't
get one
blown away by it, but this was fine. The story of the match was Mina working Tony's leg over,
Well, she did give her that finger form.
right, to follow up on what happened at Dynamite, where she
Yeah,
gave her
now
the
I'm only
finger.
getting 1 doll for Christmas.
Well, you know who to thank for that.
Tom Pritchard.
At the
Who's Tom
at the
Pritchard?
end, Tony pinned her after a headbutt in Storm Zero. The biggest pop of the match was when the two of them
Started making out.
embraced. We'll say embraced
That's
I
not
think that's worse.
after the
making out,
match,
French kissing.
and then Mina started to kiss Tony's knee to make it feel better.
They're
Mhm.
weird. They're weird. They're kind of weird, man. Like
Kind of.
they're trying to kill each other for a second, and then they're trying to make out with each other.
Well, that it
Whoa.
happened. I can't say it didn't.
That's what
What
Okay.
happened last time with a 3-way kiss from that when Mariah was next involved?
Well, it's
Did Tony Khan is Tony Khan just like really like me is have a crush on Mina Shirakawa and Tony Storm because they always kissing?
Well, I think that's just sort of what Mina does.
Was it consensual?
Yeah, it was consensual when you saw it.
What happened to Mercedes and Okada? This needed to happen. It was horrible.
Oh yeah, that's right. We forgot.
happened to
They
that?
totally forgot about Okada being smitten with Mercedes.
Okay,
Also,
next thing.
where's Ruby Soho? She's
Pregnant.
She's home with her
She's
baby.
still pregnant?
No, I think she's
Ruby
home with her
Soho.
baby. She's home with her baby. Her and Angelo had a baby.
Yeah, where's Angelo?
You still see him rarely. All right, we're getting to the main event, sort
Are
of,
those big meaty men?
because there's so much to say about this. I barely know where to begin.
Oh my god, those big meaty men.
Wait, we're gonna talk about that 3-way with the 6-man.
No, I don't
That was
care.
after.
Oh, it
cares
was.
about that?
Yeah, we're going to order.
Oh my.
We had Anarchy in the Arena.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, this I
Can I read the notes of this? Because this was anarchy.
all right. So let's just start with this.
This was anarchy, and I am anarchy.
They all
I'm anarchy.
they all get introduced.
No.
Swerve came out dressed as the Predator, with including masks and the laser beams
And the claw weapon thing.
and the claw in his hand.
Nano
O-
looked regular. in
Kenny
this.
Omega, who is from Winnipeg, came out looking like Captain America, including a shield on a trash can
5 stars.
lid.
10 stars for me.
This could.
What about
And-
Will Hobbs' shirt? Are we gonna talk about that?
He had a shirt called Big Black and Jack.
Yeah,
okay?
we've
That's
seen
crazy.
it before. This was
This is not the first
This is
time.
not
This
This
shirt-
is not
new.
news. This is not
I didn't
news.
know that existed.
Then
Shop AEW.com.
this is before the match even starts. Oh God. Then Justin Roberts proceeds to read like some sort of proclamation.
6 years ago.
Yes, in tribute to the founding fathers being the Young
I
Bucks.
found.
Yeah,
They-
one is in the ring and the other one's
They
fighting
come
Logan
out.
Paul.
They come out cosplaying as George Washington and Thomas Jefferson.
I thought they were Alexander Hamilton.
Then the match starts, and they keep.
They had the money was flying out
they
of the
came
sky,
Out, wait,
which was nice.
so the Young Bucks came out to like fife and drum music,
like the
which kept playing after the match started. And then at one point, Kenny Omega, who is an EVP himself, sort of looked at the heart camera and was like,
no, but there was money flying out of the sky,
"Well, they
which I liked because
right,
it's bringing back
the Young
OG
Bucks did, the Young Bucks did
With
their
the
money,
money.
thing." So Kenny signals to cut the music, which they do, but then what should come over the loudspeakers? But I'm so excited by the Porter sisters.
It's amazing.
Then,
Good Lord.
oh my God,
They were like, okay,
they're
man.
like,
Now they like
they're like, okay, no,
the
it
crowd
gets,
was the crowd was clapping. I'm so
no,
excited.
it gets better.
No,
Oh
and then
God,
They started shot, and then they started punching the people in the four corners to the beat of the
right? No, and then Omega grabs the microphone again and starts saying, "We gotta change the music again." Somebody put on some early 2000 alternative. And what should come on? Oh, this is so perfect. This gets 10 stars. They put on Bodies by Drowning Pool. Those people in
awesome.
Glendale completely lose their minds.
They're singing
Oh,
along.
this was so great. I can't even. You know, it's a tie into sort of a version of
I'm
ECW.
not a geezer, so I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
like when during the WWF invasion angle, the theme song of the WCW/ECW faction was Bodies. So, and I think when they did the reboot, I think like that might have been the intro song to the ECW reboot show, if I'm not
Might
mistaken.
have, yeah.
But this was
They kept playing
perfect.
it the whole match.
Perfect.
That's awesome.
Now, there was so much violence here. We could do a whole show just on this, but we're not going to do that. But I gotta give some highlights. I mean, for example, Will Hobbs and his T-shirt throwing Wheeler Yuta off a balcony.
Oh, that was good.
Moxley then attacking Hobbs with a fork like Abdul the Butcher and making him bleed all over the place.
That was Will
Outside, Willow and Marina Shafir brawling outside the arena. Willow smashed a bottle over Marina's head and busted her open. Later, poor Willow got her ear chained to the ring post. The people start chanting, "Please help Willow, please help Willow." Then, at another point, the Young Bucks had Swerve set up for the... actually, no, they had, I think it was Omega set up for the BTE trigger. Out comes Swerve and Prince Nana on a forklift. Swerve jumps off the forklift and stomps both Young Bucks. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Then, as if things couldn't get crazier, what gets brought into the ring, people? The staple guns!
You're very high.
Oh, I'm just reliving how glorious this was.
They had a high pit there. Like,
Nick Jackson staples Hobbs, who just laughs.
yeah.
Totally no sold it.
Yeah, he was like.
Then Swerve gets a hold of it. He starts stapling everybody in sight, including John Moxley in the neck and Matt Jackson in his privates.
The groin.
Then Marina
Put that on a t-shirt.
Marina low blows Swerve Strickland,
No.
gets the staple gun and puts a staple in his tongue, which we all saw at the once this match was over because he stuck his tongue out and you could see the staple in it.
They couldn't just
Oh
say
my
no-
God.
They could have just.
Oh, this was glorious.
No, they just could have put 0 staples in and just been like, yo. No, but they wanted to be authentic and just straight up kill each other.
Then what else did we get after that?
Thumbtacks.
No.
The scary toddler.
No.
A chainsaw.
Intergender violence.
Oh, whoops.
Well, no. You can't jump sides on that. You can be like, no. We don't like intergender.
Oh, but it worked
and then
here.
be like, yeah.
Fine, call
Yeah,
me a
we
hypocrite,
like
but
it.
here it worked. See, Roman's nodding his agreement.
It works. It works.
Whatever works, it works.
If it works, it
Willow
works.
Should I do that?
Willow starts spearing everybody. Moxley then hits a cutter on Willow. Omega then starts hitting snapdragons on everybody. Marina spits on Kenny, so she got one too.
She got a snapdragon.
Then the Bucks started a super kick party, and they invited both Willow and Rick Knox. Oh my God, this match.
What did Rick Knox do to them?
Nothing. He did nothing. He was just there. Then Hook came down with a golf club.
No, Gabe Kidd came out.
No, Hook came out first. Hit Claudio and just left. The story that, in the, listening to the Observer wrap-up, he may not be clear to do anything else yet with whatever his mystery illness is. But it was kind of weird because if you remember, like, Joe looked really happy to see Hook and, but then he just walked off, right?
Yeah.
Then Joe hits the muscle buster on Moxley, puts him in the coquina clutch, then Gabe Kidd shows up with the
Scary
briefcase.
toddler. He looks like a toddler, but very scary because he's bald.
Gabe Kidd looks like a
Gabe Kidd looks like a scary toddler.
Yes. Just trust me. He looks
Okay,
like a scary
sure.
toddler.
I'll go with it. The heels took over. They start all brawling. The ambulance is still parked towards the back near the stage. The ambulance. Then Mark Briscoe, still covered in blood, does a flying leap off, flying flip dive off the stage and takes out the Death Riders. So it was Briscoe, Hobbs,
Willow,
Shibata,
Willow and
Joe and Willow managed to get all the Death Riders locked in the ambulance.
No, because what was funny was it was all the Death Riders in the ambulance, and then just Samoa Joe in the corner, and they kept yelling at him to get out of the ambulance so they could close the doors.
Right. They cladged to close the door. So now you're left with just Swerve, Omega, and the Young Bucks. Kenny Omega gave Matt Jackson a one-winged angel off the stage through a table, which exploded.
Oh yeah, exploded.
Boom, boom.
Boom,
An
boom.
exploding table. Then, as if we couldn't, the coup de grace, if you will, Nana gave Swerve a pair of his new sneakers, which were covered in thumbtacks. He puts them on. He gives Nick Jackson the Swerve stomp with the thumbtacks. He gets the
I
pin.
need to get some music ready for this.
Guys, I mean,
It was so good.
yeah, where does this, I mean, we've seen a couple of them now, like, I don't know if it was as crazy as last year. I mean, nobody got set on fire.
Bloody
No
guts.
drowning, no getting
And
hit by
nobody
a
got
car.
drowned.
Nobody got hanged.
But this was glorious.
hung
I
sound.
loved this so much.
You like violence. You're kind
I
of crazy.
do love a violent spectacle, and boy was
Do you
this
think we're
one.
gonna get blood and guts now?
Will the Village people copyright me?
They have done blood and guts
Roman, will
over
they?
the summer, the last couple years. So
Well, who do you think blood and guts teams would be? I'm saying Darby.
I would think that's not going to be till after All In. I would think that as some sort of fallout from whatever happens at All In, maybe because right now everything's building. Well, now first the next thing is going to be the next big show is Arena Mexico, but really they're building the All In now. I would think after All In, maybe they're going to do it.
Wait, so we have a main event for all
I have a
in?
question. Are we allowed to play copyright music?
What are they going to do? Sue me? I mean,
Jesus Christ.
I'm
who's
not
in
really
New York?
concerned. Yeah, well, I mean, we're gonna get to the main event. Well, I think we have a main event of All In, but I mean, who's to say? So then, in the death spot, and this match really didn't even need to happen. You got the Paragon, bad name,
No one cared.
against the Don Callis family, Fletcher, Takeshita, and Josh Alexander. We skipped through this. The show was just running too long. From what we understand, the Don Callis family won. After the match, Archer and the Roppongi Vice came down for the post-match beatdown, and then to make the save, out came the odd trio of Brody King, Ishii, and Hiroshi Tanahashi. who I thought had wrestled his last match here in the United States, but
Well,
maybe not.
Hey, Tanahashi
Now.
likes wrestling too much.
Now,
Just get this ready real quick.
go ahead. I'm just going to talk. Main event. Men. Oh, he's already playing his celebratory music. Men's
Yeah.
Owen Hart final. Will Ospreay and Hangman Page.
Yes,
This
yeah.
match was also awesome. Somehow they managed. There were 2 incidents in the match where they barely managed to escape serious
Should've brought
injury.
poppers for this.
One, Ospreay gave. This is so bizarre. Ospreay gave Hangman a Styles Clash off the apron to the floor. It looked like Hangman landed right on his face, and Ospreay landed right on his knees. That looked no good. Like it was no good for either of them. And then, in something that we have seen one other time before that I can remember involving Triple H and Kurt Angle. I'm sure Roman remembers what I'm talking about. You had 2 of them standing on top of a table. Whatever Hangman was going for, the table broke.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when that happened
Classic.
with Triple H and Angle ended up falling right on his face onto the
Yeah.
concrete floor, and he got that. So they thank God managed to escape serious injury on that. In the end, Hangman tried the buckshot. Will avoided it. He went for the Stormbreaker. Hangman countered with a clothesline, hit the buckshot for the pin. I'm underselling this. The match was awesome, but Sam is playing this music. Why, Sam?
Will Ospreay lost.
Will Ospreay lost.
That was timed perfectly. YMCA started exactly as
Yeah.
he said Will Ospreay
He's
lost.
so happy.
He's not main eventing All In, suckers.
I will give you credit. I did not think it was going to go down this way. Like,
Wait, can I make a prediction?
of course.
Okay, so
Booker M back at it.
Yeah, you can't have a show without Booker M.
It's gonna be Okada and Kenny at the table, right?
One would think it's going to be Okada and Kenny at All In.
Would you throw Ospreay in there?
No,
Why did we do the one-legged angel?
No.
I would not.
Why?
But look, you ask a very viable question.
3 of the best wrestlers in AEW in a trios match.
I'm only speaking for myself, but what people have been waiting for all of these years is another Kenny versus Okada single match.
The thing.
That's But you ask a good question, sort of indirectly.
What's with the moves?
What is this? If in fact the main event of All In is just going to be Hangman against
Hangman
Moxley,
should win the title.
and it's not going to somehow involve Ospreay, which I think it still could somehow. I don't know how they get there.
Some
But
way.
but then where does Ospreay land in the biggest show of the year?
Wait.
Like if he's not wrestling Moxley,
He doesn't.
He should be in no.
no, please. He's
should be-
he's going to be on
He
the
should
show.
Be in the trios match.
No,
He
this
should
isn't.
be in a trios
We're
match.
not in
Please
goddamn
do.
Europe anymore, suckers.
He's going to be on the show.
Okay, but does that mean? Well, so let's say I think that Hangman's winning the title, and then we go into Blood and Guts, and it's gonna be the Death Riders and the Young Bucks again.
Okay.
So those same 3. Again, no, maybe Moxley, Claudio, Gabe Kidd, and those 2
Okay. So it would be something for you.
against Joe and Hobbs.
Okay.
Hangman. It would be Joe, Hangman, because he's the champion.
Right.
Swerve, because they're secretly besties. We all know it.
Okay.
Kenny, and
Well, you don't have Hobbs or Shibata in there yet.
Hobbs, because he's a big mean man.
He sure is. He sure is.
Big mean
Yeah.
man.
I'm left to wonder if it's really going to be just a singles match to main event All In with Hangman and Moxley. I'm totally fine with that. I mean, this was a great match. Hangman's great, and if it's Hangman is the one that's gonna fight to save the company, then that's fine.
Love that.
I just don't know what that leaves for Ospreay at All In, because I don't know that you want to turn it into a Okada Kenny
But that's
triple
how
threat
good that
match.
match would be, though.
That's the point.
It would be
He's
great.
not.
It would be great.
That's the point. He's not.
He's been waiting. He's been waiting for 24 hours for this.
Oh God, his phone's going off.
That's the point.
So,
he's not gonna be on All In.
He's going to be on
Wait,
the show.
no.
Up there, he got it in just under the wire.
You ready, old man?
All right.
Check the
So-
phone.
Unreal.
In conclusion, this show was awesome.
Yeah, love that ending.
So good.
Oh my God, this show was
Chris
great.
So
Brown's
good.
leadership is amazing.
Yeah,
10
this
10
was.
Creative 10 out of 10. Try again.
I mean, you had at least. I mean, in my mind, you had 4 of those matches were 4 stars or better. In my mind, both Owen Hart matches, Okada and Speedball, and Anarchy in the arena were all. I don't know, were all somewhere between 4 and 5. I mean, this show was
You think
fantastic.
Eddie's gonna get 6?
No, I wouldn't go that far. But those 4 matches particularly were just absolutely great. Anything else
No, I'm putting
before
us
we
out.
wrap it up?
Yes.
No,
So-
he's gonna play it out.
Thank you, Producer Roman. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We will see you next week with another episode of Grappling
Peace.
with the Gilmans. That's a wrap.